When people say deadliest assault rifle, they usually picture some mystical superweapon, but the truth is simpler and darker. A rifle becomes deadly because it's everywhere, mass-produced, easy to keep running, and used across decades of wars and insurgencies. So today we're counting down the 10 assault rifles most associated with real-world conflict and casualties by global impact and proliferation. This is history and context, not glorification. Quick rules. This list is not about best, most accurate, or highest fire rate. And it's not a list of crime weapons or anything like that. We're ranking based on how widely it spread, how long it served, and how often it shows up in major conflicts. Alright, let's begin. Number 10. The FAMAS, France's iconic bullpup rifle. Recognizable instantly, the FAMAS became a symbol of modern French military power from the late Cold War into the 2000s. It wasn't produced in the numbers of the Kalashnikov or the M16, but it saw decades of operational use through French deployments and foreign missions. Its deadliness isn't about magic. It's about being a standard-issue rifle in real deployments for a long time. At number 9, the Steyr AUG, one of the most influential bullpup rifles ever made. The AUG didn't conquer the world through sheer mass production, but it became a global export success, adopted by many militaries and special units. And that matters, because when a rifle spreads across many countries, it quietly ends up in many places. History turns violent. The AUG is a perfect example of a rifle becoming deadly through reach, not hype. Number 8. The Galil. Designed with hard lessons in mind, the Galil gained a reputation for durability and was adopted and exported in multiple regions. It's not the most common rifle on Earth, but it appears in conflict zones often enough to earn a place here. This is a recurring theme. Rifles that become deadly aren't always the newest. They're the ones that keep showing up, decade after decade. At number 7, the G36. Adopted in the post-Cold War era, it became a standard rifle for Germany and spread to other countries as well. It's tied to modern deployments, coalition operations, and the shift into the 21st century battlefield. Again, not deadliest because it's special, but because it became a common tool of state militaries in real operations. Number 6. INSAS, India's long-serving standard rifle family for years. Here's why it matters. India has one of the world's largest military forces, and when a weapon becomes standard issue at that scale, it naturally becomes part of the security history of an entire region. INSAS represents how deadly can also mean institutional, tied to the day-to-day reality of a massive armed force. At number 5, the QBZ-95 family. This rifle matters for one reason: scale. When a weapon becomes standard issue for the PLA, you're talking about enormous numbers of troops, training cycles, and decades of service life. Even if it isn't seen everywhere globally, its impact is tied to the military capacity of one of the largest forces on Earth. Number 4. The AK-74 family. When it arrived, it represented a shift, modernizing the Kalashnikov platform for a new era. It became widespread across Soviet and post-Soviet forces, and through decades of geopolitical change, it remained a common sight. And where the AK family goes, history tends to follow, because these rifles are built to be issued widely and kept in service. At number 3, the M16 family, and its close descendants that followed in the same lineage. This platform became one of the most recognizable rifles of the late 20th and early 21st centuries, tied to a long list of conflicts and a huge network of allies and partners. It wasn't just one rifle, it became an ecosystem, spreading through training, logistics, and standardization. And in world history, standardization can be more powerful than any single feature. Number 2, the Type 56, China's famous AK pattern rifle. This is one of the most important proliferation stories ever. Massive production and widespread export during the Cold War and after. In many regions, the Type 56 wasn't just a rifle, it was a symbol of influence and supply lines. And when weapons flow through history like that, they become tightly connected to the human cost of conflict. Number 1 is no surprise, the AK-47 and AKM family. If deadliest means most likely to appear wherever conflict happens, the Kalashnikov is the definition. It's been produced in staggering numbers, copied endlessly, and used by militaries, militias, and insurgent groups across generations. Its true power is not a secret feature. It's the combination of simplicity, durability, and worldwide availability. And in the language of history, availability is everything. That's the list. Not deadliest as in best, but deadliest by global footprint and decades of conflict. If you want a part 2, I can do top 10 deadliest battle rifles, or top 10 most iconic weapons of the Cold War, purely historical. Drop your list in the comments and tell me what you want next.